This episode contains spoilers. If you don't want to be spoiled, please check out the show first and come back after. And also, if you have any feedback or there's a show you want us to talk about, leave a comment or write us an email to team.animejail@gmail.com. And now, have fun with this episode.
A place further than the universe. Auf Japanisch, Uchu yorimo toi basho. I don't know, for some reason, next to this is the reading Sora. I don't know why that's
But
on
for
this.
some reason, Uchu is read Sora in this context. I wanted to ask you
Oh,
why, but
really?
apparently, yeah, the anime is officially called Sora Yorimo.
Oh my god, I didn't
Toi
even
basho.
realize that while doing this. Dude, that's crazy because, yeah, I was reading the first part as Uchu, because that should be like space
Yeah.
kind of thing, which in the translation is like the universe. Um, but I'm literally wow, I didn't realize that was read as Sora, which is obviously just for like kind of like a literary slash dramatic effect type thing. But
Mhm.
interesting. I did not realize that. Oh, okay.
I was wondering if my site where I'm watching made a mistake because I looked into the kanji and was like, Uchu, how does
Yeah.
that work?
Yeah.
And with Sora, and then I listened to it in the anime, and it's actually called Sora. So
Dude,
I was like, okay, interesting.
we are getting majorly ahead of ourselves here, but I just
Okay.
realized that no, wait. I have to say first because I realized this. I just realized that Sora part probably has to do with the aurora borealis that they see in the sky
Mhm.
too. Oh my God, dude, we are getting ahead of
Probably. It's
ourselves.
also
But
the title of the book.
oh, the book?
Yeah. Okay, let's start.
Okay, yeah,
You
yeah.
finish your job, and then
Let
we'll
me
talk after the
let
intro.
me keep doing the intro. Okay, come on, Leon. God. Okay, so auf Japanisch, Sora yorimo toi basho, not uchu, is a Studio Madhouse production which originally ran during winter of 2018 and comes in at a total of 13 episodes. Hello and welcome to Anime Jail. My name is Jack,
And my name is Leon.
and today we're actually going to be talking about it. So let's ikimashou.
Yeah, so if you remember, they had the book by Takako, who's
Oh my
a
God.
more or less important character in the story which we'll talk about later, kind of thing, because
Yeah.
we're just trying to finish up
Yeah.
this idea. So there's this book she wrote, and it was like the title was mentioned. That's why I was sure that it's read as Sora.
Wait, you gotta remind me. She wrote a book. Did I miss that? Oh, is that in the last, like
No, it's in the
in the
first
epilogue?
few episodes.
Wrote a book. How did I miss that?
Like she had this book. Have we watched the same anime?
I hope so. Oh my God, I sure hope so. I'm trying to think of. You said Shirase, right?
Takako,
Takako.
her mother.
Her mother. Okay, I may have missed the exact point of her mother writing a book for some reason. I don't know if that like wasn't that important or if I just missed a particular scene or something like that. I don't remember her writing a book,
Could you?
but
No, it's like she's not writing a book. She wrote a book. Like in the first episode, where okay, I am kind of getting into the episodes right now, so
yeah,
we'll
yeah,
just go with it
yeah.
because
Go with
I'll
it. Go with it.
mention it. So the opening scene, as always, okay, we have like a little girl playing with water, or like more a puddle, I'd say,
Right. Okay. Yeah, that scene. Yep.
and that's
I'm
where we
with you
get
on
to
that.
know our main character, Tamaki Mari,
Tamaki Mari ne.
which I think she had a like um nickname. She had a
Yes.
nickname, but I don't remember it because I didn't write it
So
down.
her name is Mari.
Hmm.
But her nickname is Kimari because
Oh,
her last
Kimari.
name leads into her first name because her name is Tamaki Mari. So it's
Yeah.
like you could kind of hear it as Tamaki Mari because Kimari is also like a name, I believe, or it's at least a word. Um, But yeah, so I think they just call her Kimari because it like kind of leads from her last name to her name.
Yeah, so Kimari is
Kimari.
our main character in the story, and the first episode takes takes its time to like introduce Kimari as a character and show that she's like not really happy with her current life in high
Yeah,
school.
her adolescence.
Her adolescence, interesting, okay.
Adolescence.
And then she wanted to skip school and failed, and I could totally relate with that. Because like even if I would try to skip school, I just couldn't because I have to go to
Yeah,
school.
she does that whole thing because she has like a bucket list where she's like things I want to do in my youth or something like that.
Hmm.
And one of them is like miss a day of school, like Leon said, and so like she like packs her bags and she's like uh preparing to go to Tokyo for a day, just like skipping school. And then it just cuts to her back in the classroom, and her friend is like,
Yeah.
"Weren't you gonna skip school?"
It's like, yeah, but it was raining and
Yeah, and she has all
yeah.
these excuses.
And in that episode, we also get to know our second main character,
Yes,
uh, Shirase.
Shirase.
Uh, I don't remember her name.
Yeah,
Kobuchisawa.
it's a very long
Kobuchisawa.
last name, which
Yeah.
I haven't heard before. Kobuchizawa, which I'm actually
Hmm.
curious as to the characters of that name. But Kobuchizawa, yeah, I've never even heard that. Um, but yes, so we have Shirase as our second main character, as Leon said. But yeah, I think it's interesting, or it's important to think of Kimari and Shirase as definitely the most important characters. Like,
Yeah.
yes, you have the main forecast of Hinata and Yuzu, which we will get to in a second. But honestly, like the main plot really focuses on Shirase, because obviously you have the story with her mother, as Leon hinted at earlier. Um, but honestly, Kimari is almost like the mascot, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like she's not like her story doesn't necessarily matter the most, but she's like kind of she's the focal point character.
Yeah.
Um,
And also like the motivation of the other characters. Kind of like she's motivating them. She's
yes, for sure,
even
for
though
sure.
she's kind of an airhead
Yeah.
kind of character, she reminded me a lot of Yui from
Dude,
K-On!
you're joking. I was just about to say this. Oh my god, dude. Dude, so for reference, I'm gonna say this right now. So I actually, right before we started recording, I got done writing a review on AniList of the show,
Ooh.
which I haven't done for any shows we've seen on here because I just haven't really thought about it. Um, but I've kind of been thinking recently like it might be nice to like try to like kind of categorize my thoughts and kind of like write a review of the shows we do on here. Um,
Mhm.
so I finished writing a review, and I compared this main cast to the main cast of K-On!, which is actually very comparable in my
Yeah,
opinion, um,
definitely.
because you have uh, Kimari, as Leon was saying, is heavily comparable to Yui in her
Uh-huh.
personality and kind of like her
Oh
like
yeah, I can totally see now what how
yes,
you're gonna compare.
yes, you
I
know
know who
exactly
is
what I'm about to
who.
say. So Kimari is basically Yui to a T. Shirase is Mio
Yeah.
in personality, but just if Mio had like a some tragic event in her past. Um, Ritsu is Hinata completely. And
Hmm.
the only one who's kind of an outlier is Yuzuki because I would closest compare Yuzuki to Azunyan and not Mugi, but Yuzuki is
Really?
also yeah, because Mugi is much more like she's also an airhead, but she's also just very like kind and like I wouldn't call Yuzuki very nice. Like she's kind of stiff and she um that kind of ties in with her sort of like learning about friendship because she hasn't really like
Yeah.
ever had friends before.
Yeah, okay, I
Um,
get that.
but
Hmm.
but yeah, so it is slightly different there, but it's so interesting that you brought up the K-On! Thing because I literally wrote about this. Like I was just writing about this.
Yeah, but coming back to episode one, as I
Yes.
said, we get to know Shirase, or how people also call her Nankyoku.
Nankyoku, which that was a word that you're not gonna hear that in daily conversation, but you will learn it from this show if you watch this
Yeah,
show.
definitely. It's like Seisoken with from Rokute Nashi.
Say Soken. Oh, was that it's star something. Something to do with star. Oh, comet or asteroid?
No, Stratosphere.
Stratosphere shit. Okay, yeah, yeah.
Because it's so present in the song.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've recently learned Kyaku. My
Leon, what the fuck?
I was just messing up languages in my head. So I recently learned Kyoku as like
Kyoku.
pole or extreme.
Yes, yes,
So it
yes.
was like it was really fun to see it used for South Pole
Which
or
is
Antarctica.
not to stray too far here, but for some reason when I think of this kanji kyoku, I always think of Oshinoko because in the first opening Idol uh
Hmm.
the word kyu kyoku is used, which that is the same kyoku I believe. And
Oh, really?
I think kyu because remember she's like kyu kyoku no idol like that part.
Yeah.
I think kyu kyoku means like the best. Okay, yeah, so it means like the ultimate. Um,
Mm.
which kind of ties into the kyoku part because I think kyoku is like the extreme. Yeah. So basically, like you could think of like Nankyoku as like the most southern extreme part, which would be Antarctica or the South Pole here. Um, but we are getting ahead of ourselves because we haven't even got to why they're going to Antarctica.
Yeah.
So
So basically, to cut it short, because I don't think this will be a plot-heavy episode,
no, probably not.
because it's not a story that needs to be explained that deeply. Mm. So we're going to Antarctica, as we've established, because
Nankyoku.
Shirase has the plan to look for her mother, who went missing and probably died there. And well, she wants to. No, basically, Kimari is planning to do something with her high school time
Yeah.
and joins her.
Yep.
And that's also where they are talking about the book, because Shirase tells Kimari that her mother wrote a book that is called A Place Further Than the Universe, like Sora yorimo toi basho.
Yeah.
And at the end of the episode, Kimari actually buys that book.
Dude,
So,
what the fuck? I'm genuinely sorry to have missed that. I don't know how I missed that. I was like
do
I
you
was
want to look
watching
for
it.
that
I mean,
for
sure,
a short
yeah.
sec? Then
Yeah.
I'll make a reminder cut here, and we're gonna watch the end of the first episode, so
Okay.
Jack knows what's
Yeah.
going on.
I need to like I don't know how. Okay. So we're back here and I'm kicking myself. Like I don't know how. Like Leon's literally showing me multiple scenes where the book is featured and I'm like, how did I oh okay, I will admit sometimes when I'm watching episodes for the show, I'll put it on kind of in the background while I'm doing something. Um and I did that for some episodes in the show, but not the first episode. I was straight up watching the first episode. I don't know how I didn't internalize that.
Yeah.
Um, but I was telling Leon, I guess that just goes to show how little I pay attention to the plot when I watch shows, because that's definitely not the like more important part for me. But yeah, I mean, straight up got me there. That is a main plot point in the beginning.
Hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, and so the story continues. The book is kind of important because it has the title of the show, and we're
Yeah.
basically following Shirase and the friend group
Mm.
on their way to Antarctica. to figure out what's going on with her mom.
Yes. And this description kind of, as Leon said, it's kind of not going to be too much of a plot-heavy episode because it might sound crazy, like the story of going to Antarctica, but ultimately it's not really about like this show is a coming of age story through and through. And so it's not really about Antarctica itself or like the act of getting there, but it's about like all these characters overcoming their own problems and their own issues during their adolescence.
Yeah.
And you see that mostly with Shirase and kind of going to Antarctica because she unfortunately loses her mother there. But yeah, so that's kind of the foundation of the plot, and I guess this could pretty easily lead into Hinata's introduction, if you wanted to introduce her and like what her deal is, because she's
So
kind of the next character to.
yeah, so if I remember correctly, Shirase and Kimari were fighting, and Hinata
Yeah,
was
something
just
like that.
working at a shop nearby and like eavesdropping on them.
Yeah,
How
she
do
was
you
hearing
use
them.
eavesdropping? I was
Yeah,
always
yeah.
wondering because that's such a weird word. Like, do you eavesdrop on somebody or
Mm,
like
yeah. So basically the like what's it called? Not particle, because particles are in Japanese, but uh, the part of speech used with it would be on. I think like you're eavesdropping
okay,
on someone. I think, but
okay.
yeah, it doesn't make much sense. I mean, it makes sense to drop something on someone. So I mean, I guess that's kind of something, but I don't really know where it comes from.
Yeah, I
Uh,
was just wondering.
but I know like in Eve is like a uh, yeah, so it's a lower edge of a roof. So like this is like the Eve, I think.
Haha.
Um, so yeah, I don't know how that came to be like overhearing on somebody, but yes, Hinata is eavesdropping, basically.
Uh, yeah, well, she likes the dynamic of those two and decides to just join them because she's
Yeah,
kind of crazy.
yeah, she is crazy. And at this point, we don't actually know what Hinata's like problem is because like all the characters have like kind of a problem that they're dealing with. But if I'm not mistaken, Hinata's is not really revealed at the moment.
No, so you can kind of guess
Yeah,
because she's not in high school. Like she has the
yeah,
age of a, I think, first or second year in high school. But she told them she's a like dropout
yep,
because she just doesn't want to go to school and work instead. Like later on, we figure out that she was being bullied, if I remember correctly.
yeah. It was something like she's in like an athletic club. I think it was the Rikujobu, which is like the running. I think it was like a track club. Um,
Hmm. Yeah, I think you're
and
right.
I think it was something like uh she was like really good at uh she was like really good in her class, and so like her friends told her to like try for like the big leagues or like try to run in like one of the bigger races or something like that, but she was taking the place of like one of their senpais,
Hmm.
and their group of senpais was like talking to the other girls and was like, hey, why is she running this race? She's like she's in a younger grade, like she doesn't deserve to do this or something. And then like her so-called friends in that moment are like, oh sorry, like we don't know why she's doing that. And then Hinata's like, oh, okay, so I guess y'all don't actually care about me. And I think that was most of her issues was like with her friends in the club. But who knows? I missed another major plot point, so maybe I missed this. Who knows?
No, I think you're on the spot there.
Okay, okay, good, good.
Sunny, komm doch rein.
So nicht.
Mach mich nicht fertig.
Mach.
Come here. No, she was like my door is like slightly opened, and she
Mhm.
was just sitting there and like with one eye watching me through the door, but sitting outside and was like, dude, come in. Hallo
You like
Maus.
come in or go away.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Don't annoy me while watching me from outside.
Dude, I have to tell you though, uh so your door was like that, right?
Huh?
You said your ha you said your door was like slightly open, right?
Yeah.
So you could say your door was ajar, right? Right?
Interesting. I don't know how to use a jar. I've heard a jar, but I
Yeah.
have not, like, I don't know how to
For
use
some
it.
reason I was thinking of this word earlier, but yeah, you can say something is ajar, which means like it's open
Gosh.
as a door. Um,
Hmm.
but every time I say like my door is ajar, it sounds funny because it sounds like you're saying your door is a jar,
Yeah,
and
okay,
I'm
okay,
like,
yeah.
I'm like that would be that would be a cool like line in a poem. Be like saying like my door is ajar, the sink is a car, something like that. It'd be like I don't know. That would be just like kind of clever. I don't know.
Okay. Coming back
Coming back to my getting
to
away from
the
my ramblings.
anime. Um there's only one character left to introduce, and that's Yuzuki Shiraishi,
Yuzuki, yay!
which at first really confused me because she almost sounds like Shirase. Like her I probably shouldn't say first or last name because I always get confused with
I
how
know,
websites
me
put
too.
their names.
Me too. Yeah.
I would guess her last name sounds like Shirase, which is the first name,
Yeah,
right?
it is I actually didn't remember this, but it looks like it's Shiraishi,
Yeah.
which is close. Yeah.
So that confused me completely because I couldn't
Yeah.
like hear who is who.
Yeah, yeah,
And she's
definitely.
basically an idol slash reporter
Yep. Mhm.
who gets to go on the trip. And well, the three girls from before kind of überreden. How do you say überreden in English?
Überreden?
Uh-huh.
I can't type the Ü, but I can
Convince
type.
them.
Ah, I see. Überreden.
The three girls from before convince her to go to Nankyoku,
Yes.
so all of them get to go. That works out pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. Um, if I'm not mistaken, isn't it Yuzuki is actually the one who gets she has the opportunity to go to
Hmm.
uh Antarctica because like it's with some like she is reporting on this one like explorer group
Yeah,
and originally she would have to go by herself, which she just didn't want to do.
yeah.
But then all the girls just happen to like note it. Or wait, actually, I think Yuzuki comes up to them because she notices that they want to go to Antarctica, and she's like, "Hey, why don't you all like go in my place? Because I don't want to go." And then
Yeah,
they're
she wants
like,
at first she wants Shirase to go instead of her.
"Yeah, yeah,"
And then
and
her mom comes.
yeah,
Which was a pretty funny scene, to be honest.
yeah. So Yuzuki is the classic example of the kind of rich slash like spoiled girl who's like talented,
Hmm.
and her mom is like making her be in the industry because she's like, oh,
She's her
you're gonna
manager.
exactly. Her mom is her manager, um, and so
She's
like
her
that's
momager.
momager,
Sorry.
dude. I don't know if you made that up or if you've heard that, but that has to be a real like
I hope it is a real word. I don't
I
know if it is though. I've
I
never heard
bet
it.
you people have used that term before, but so yeah, she is kind of being controlled slash influenced by her mom to keep going in this, and she doesn't want to. And because of kind of being in this industry slash business, she has had problems making friends in the past. Because whenever she's gone to school, people have been like, "Oh, like, can I have your autograph and stuff like that?" And then like she would like want to hang out with friends or something like that, and she would realize that they were only with her because like she was famous or like they wanted to like get influence from her or something.
Hmm.
And So she kind of has a complex with like friendships. She doesn't know what it means to be friends. Um, she tries to have them sign a contract to be friends with her, and
A
to
friendship
which,
contract.
yeah, and well, I mean, that's how me and Leon became friends. But I mean, that's different.
Wait, what? I
I'm
don't
like,
know
wait.
that.
I'm like, wait, you don't remember the contract? No.
No. It's like the roommate agreement from Big Bang Theory.
Okay. I haven't seen it, but I can understand what that is. Um,
Good.
but but yeah, so she has problems with that, and that's kind of her issue is like, how do I make friends? I've never really had friends, and so this journey is a big it's an opportunity for her to like make friends with these other girls here, and honestly, this leads into one of my initial issues with the show, but then something that I began to understand about this show, and that it is like a coming of age story, and because I would say at first for me, like the first 2 episodes felt pretty slow, and I was kind of thinking like, okay, not much is happening here. It's kind of like they're just
Hmm.
kind of I don't know. It seemed a bit like boring to me at first. Um, but once episode 3 happens, I believe it is. You see sort of like Yuzu kind of like opening up to herself about her problems, and like you start like seeing her problems.
Yeah.
And from that point, it was like, okay, I kind of understand this show now. And uh, I I forget who said it, but there was something said at some point which kind of brought this show into clarity for me. And because one thing I will say is, I do like the main cast of this show, but they don't feel like best friends because they're not.
Yeah.
Like this show is not trying to show a group of like best friends going on a journey. Like these are girls who like just met each other, and I actually really did appreciate how realistic that felt. Um, because it wasn't trying to like pander and be like, oh, these girls are best friends and they're gonna go on an adventure. Like sometimes they have interactions and it's like these people don't really know each other too well yet. Um, but yeah, I actually found that to be very unique. Like
Hmm. Definitely.
I feel like you don't find many shows where it's showing a friend group forming. Um, and here I think you get that very very clearly. But
Yeah, I think that shows especially when they're like at the cafe with Yuzu and trying to convince her to go to Antarctica together, where Yuzu's like, "You don't understand. You've been best friends since ever," and
yeah,
they're
yes,
looking at each
that was the
other and they're
line,
like,
dude. That was the line
"Uh,
that made me think that. Okay, yeah,
no, we met a month ago. We
yeah,
don't know each other. We're not best friends. We're just three people wanting to go to Nankyoku."
yes. And I think that is really what makes this show a coming of age story, because it's it's really focusing on the bonds of friendship forming rather than trying to entertain with comedy or things like that. Because yes, I think parts of this show are funny for sure, and like this cast is entertaining, but it's
Yeah,
not really about trying to be a comedy, trying to be like K-On! Or something like that. It's taking that formula and turning it into like I keep saying, sort of like a coming of age plot. Um, and yeah, so I mean we can we can get into the depths of how they get to Antarctica, but there's not much more plot except for to say, I mean, what basically happens. So I mean, you can keep going if you want, Leon, or we can kind of just wrap it out with
yeah. I think wrapping
the
it out
ending.
is
Or
enough because this is like as I've said, not a plot heavy story. So basically we have some episodes with preparations for their trip, and then they basically just go to Antarctica, do some stuff there, and go back home. End of story.
yep, no kidding. Yep,
I
and
don't know if it's a smart idea to always let me sum up the stories because I
yeah. Hey, I mean, for the sake of time and for your future editing. No,
For your sake of time, so you can grind your game.
hey, I said earlier that this is my first priority.
Yeah,
But
no, you're all good.
but to kind of like piggy bank off of what Leon piggy bank piggyback, not piggy bank, to kind of piggyback off of what Leon said about the ending is like, yeah, it's kind of I think you get the most meaning out of the show by watching it yourself. So I mean, if you want to learn about the journey and about what happens, I would recommend watching it. But ultimately, like, their destination is Antarctica because that's where Shirase loses her mother. Um, and I think that Antarctica, like, I was thinking about it and I was like, Antarctica is probably the place that has the least like purpose to try to go. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Not
even
really, no.
well, okay, let me explain. Let me explain. Like, for a normal person, like not for like Shirase like having her mother go there or something. Like for a normal person, Antarctica is probably the place you would least want to go. Like ever.
Okay.
Uh because like even if you went to outer space, like you could say like okay, like I went to outer space, but it's like there's truly nothing in Antarctica. There's not much like I mean, there's basic stuff that you can study from a scientific standpoint, but I mean, it's really like there's nothing there. Like there's
There's
a reason.
geocaches.
Dude, is there actually?
Yeah, there's actually
Are
geocaches
you
in Antarctica.
serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
That's why I've thought about going to Antarctica before, because it sounds fun.
Well, you're not normal.
That's correct.
No, but I mean like but
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I mean
totally get what you're going
like
for.
it's it's the place on planet Earth that truly has the least to offer, and yet at the same time I feel like that's what makes it so special as the destination for this show, because it has so much meaning for Shirase. And it's like when it's stripped of that sort of like I guess what I'm trying to say is the destination being Antarctica truly gives emphasis to the journey,
Yeah.
because there is nothing at the destination. Like, yes, there is like Shirase trying to learn stuff about her mother, but that's it. Like it really boils down to simply like that fundamental aspect of sort of the journey that they go on to get there, rather than there being something at the goal. Which hey,
Mhm.
if they were into geocaching, maybe there would be a goal, um, but yeah, like that's really like my main like the impression that I got from watching, which it's a good impression. Like I think that having Antarctica be the goal is a very like poignant point for me. But
Yeah, and I think it's interesting how the title translates, like a place further than
yes,
the universe.
yes,
I am not sure, but I think like the title makes sense since the distance between Japan and like outer space is closer than from Japan to
yeah, that's
Antarctica,
right. It's literally further than
the
base.
universe.
Yeah, yeah, the universe, bro. Come on, get it right. Sora, Sora. Which I was like, I was literally reading that as Uchu in the in the intro. Oh god, that is funny. Which is it's literally written right here as Sora. I don't know how I missed that. Which I guess I'm just missing everything for this show, but
Yeah, who cares? I hope I hope you did not miss the music in this show.
I didn't miss it. I definitely enjoyed the OST. I don't think there were a ton of standout OSTs, but one thing I will say if we're going into music is opening and ending. I definitely have some thoughts about those, and they are both pretty special to me. But
Then tell us.
I mean, yeah, I not to go back too far here, but this is one of the shows that I remember being like one of the earlier shows that I watched. I had definitely seen shows before this, but like I remember watching this and back in Spicewood when I lived back there, and I just remember always listening to that ending. It's I think it's a Kokokara.
Hmm.
Um, and I always just love that song, and it always stuck with me. Like I would always have it in my playlist, even to this day, which kind of made me recommend it and kind of like remember it as something to go back to, like for our podcast. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, I mean, I think that I can even appreciate it more now, knowing the voice cast,
Oh
uh,
yeah.
which is involved, because I just the voice cast is so good in this show, and uh, the ending is the voice cast like singing it. Um,
Hmm.
but um, but enough about the ending. I actually, well, actually, let me say something about the ending, which is it's used very interestingly in the show, because it's oftentimes like cut into the episode.
Yeah.
Uh, it kind of reminds me of Rico Rico,
Hmm.
how it uses
Hana no
hana
to.
hana no to, to like kind of like cut in, and it's used very well, and I just love the song a lot. But what did you think about the ending theme?
So I think like the part where the actual credits played was kind of boring, but the parts that were used in the episode was just so emotional,
Yeah, uh-huh.
and it like really fit the scenes where it was used.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And honestly, I have to agree that it's not the most like it's not the craziest song out there. Like it's just kind of like a basic like anime girl song, but like that's kind of my jam.
Uh-huh.
Um and so like I will openly admit that it's not too special of a song, but it is special to me, and I do like it a lot. Um But I guess if you want to move on to the opening, which I actually also like a lot,
Yeah, me too.
it's the the girls are the girls are all right by Saya, I think is what it's called.
Yeah, which is a pretty funny title.
Yeah, yeah. I've always liked that title.
And I loved how in the opening, like the last scene where Kimari is like eating their friends,
Yes,
her
that's so
friends.
cute. I've always loved that. Also the scene where they all have the glasses
Yeah,
and
and
they're
she's
all
like
like doing that.
wiggling.
Yeah, it's just so cute.
I wish they would have done that in the show as well, not just in the opening.
I know, yeah.
Like
But
that
it
you
kind
see
of
these recordings kind of
yeah,
in the
and
show as well.
yeah, and it kind of because like I do agree that I would like to have seen it, but it kind of does add to the show's like, because like we were saying, like you don't really see what happens in Antarctica a whole lot. Like yes, you do see them in Antarctica, but there's probably a lot of things they do that like we don't see. So I mean it kind of adds to like the idea that like, oh, like here's all the like adventures they had, which is just a really nice touch for me. Um, but yeah, I really like both of these songs. I think they fit the show very well. Um,
Hmm.
Especially the ending, Koko Kara, because it's like that idea of just like from here we go on, is just very applicable to the coming of age
Yeah.
mentality, and also just the vibe of the show. But yes, music I will overall praise. Like the OST didn't stick out to me too much, but I did like it, definitely. Um,
Hmm.
so yeah, I think it definitely served its purpose. It did a great job.
I mean, you've talked about Kanahana, you've
Yep.
praised the voice cast for the ending, then
Yep.
we shall talk about the voice cast.
Let's talk about it. There is a good deal to talk about. Actually, there's quite a bit to talk about for me. But I'll kind of just skim over things. Because we've talked about Inori Minase a lot. She's, dude, I just like I'm because I was so to put this in perspective, I was listening to one of the songs from Aharen the other day,
Yeah.
and it came on, and I heard it, and I'm like, I can't believe this is the same voice as Kimari and like Itsuki. Like
Itsuki.
she just completely changes her persona based on these different roles, and like I just can't praise that enough.
Yeah, she's
Um,
doing such a good job. For people who are not that deep into our show yet, she's also Rem from ReZero. For
yes,
people
that's
who've watched
right. I forget
ReZero,
that one.
we have
Yeah.
not, at least not on the show. But she's also Itsuki from Quintessential Quintuplets, which we've done an episode on, and also Aharen Dena from
Arendena.
Aharen-san Can't
Oh
Communicate. No,
yeah. Son
Aharen-san
can't
is
communicate.
Aharen-san is
I just
indecipherable.
realized that. Ahaden can't communicate. She's also Chino from Is the Order of Rabbit, which is a big one for me. Um, but yes, I can't say enough praise for her. Um, Kanahana needs no introduction as usual, but I would say, yeah, I mean, she's just doing such a great job as Shirase. I don't think that Kanahana like changes a whole lot in her roles too much. I mean, like a bit, like, but you can always really tell it's her, and
Yeah,
but she always adds the same charm to her roles. And honestly, Saori Hayami really like stood out to me in this one.
yeah.
Let me
But she
see.
also, at least from what shows, from the shows I've seen, she sounds quite similar.
Yes, yeah,
Because she's also your forger
she
from
is your
Spy
yep.
Family.
She's
She's
also
Jabami
Yabami
Yumiko.
Yumeko. Yeah.
Yumeko. And she's also, to get to shows that we've seen, she's Victoria from Tanya-san, from
The
the
first
Saga of
show
Tanya the
we
Evil.
watched back in
The
the day.
first show, yeah. And she's also Shinobu from Demon Slayer.
She is. Oh my God. Wait, really? Oh my God. I always forget that. Um, I I guess more importantly to me, she's Haruka from Sound Euphonium, and Yotsugi from Monogatari. But yeah, like I would say like I'm not discriminating here. Like I think she's doing a great job, but like she's probably not at the level of uh the main two for me. But she's still been in a lot of things that I've seen, and I do appreciate her work a lot. Um,
Yeah,
but
me too. But tell me about Hinata's voice actress, because I've looked into
yes,
her and I just wrote down no major roles.
this
I'm
one,
interested if you've seen shows
yes.
with her.
So this one kind of has a bit of a story. The other day I was bored and I sat down and watched all of Girls and Panzer season one again,
Hmm.
and notably, Yuka Iguchi is featured in Girls and Panzer as Mako, one of the main characters, and she's actually not in a whole lot else. She's in Monogatari, which I know her as.
And she's in
Um,
Train to the End of the World
oh, she
as
is.
that weird tiny doctor. There she is,
Oh
Makoto.
yeah, her, yeah. But yeah, so I was fresh off the heels of Girls and Panzer, so I had just heard her, and then I heard her in this, and I was like, oh, that's her. And I haven't heard her in many two like other main roles, so like it was really cool to hear. And she's doing a very different job from Mako. Like Mako is this very like reserved character, and she's much more like bright of a character. And I was like, wow, like there's some range there. And so it seems like she's not doing much these days, but I was impressed.
Yeah, but I would like
Uh,
to see more of her like in main roles, you
yeah,
know.
definitely me too, definitely. Um, Something else to mention, which I'll only really mention these, but was the primary side cast for this show, which I would call uh, the friends of Shirase's mother, and
Yeah.
and also Shirase's mother herself. Because
Yeah.
speaking of K-On! Earlier, we have Yoko Hikasa as Kanae, which I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't know their names because they're the side cast here.
They're just not
Um,
important enough.
but they were memorable to me because of the cast. Because we have Yoko Hikasa, who is Mio from K-On! Um,
Really?
yes.
That's hilarious.
We also have Mamiko Noto, who's important to me. Um, she is Sawako from Kimi ni Todoke.
Oh, yeah.
And let's see if you recognize anything from her. But
Maybe
Um,
she's in Honkai Star Rail. Who knows?
Good question, actually. Oh, non-spoiler. She's in Genshin.
Honkai,
She is Skirk.
and she's in Zenless Zone Zero, and she's in
Oh my
Honkai Impact
god.
Third, but
Wow,
she's
I did
not
not know that.
in Honkai Star Rail.
Dang. Um, but she's certainly beloved to me. And I was like, oh my god, that's Mamiko Noto. And finally we have Ai Kayano, who is Shirase's mother, and she plays as the oh gosh, you gotta remind me her name, but it's the other girl from Golden Time, not Koko, but the other girl.
Rinda.
Rinda. She is Rinda, and she's also Darkness from Konosuba.
She's
Um,
darkness. Arr.
Darkness, and also Saori from Girls and Panzer. Once again, Girls and Panzer reunion. Um, but yeah, like she's in a ton of stuff, and I would say she's relatively pretty popular. And I do like her voice a lot because she's been in a lot of things that I've seen.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, so that's the side cast, and like they all ended up being memorable because I know their voices. So I was like, oh yeah, it's these guys. But
So, did you know the voice of Megu-chan? Because we still wanted to talk about Megu-chan because
yeah,
you said you liked her, and I said I didn't like her, so we need to get that out there.
yeah, true. I didn't take a look. Let me check to see.
Oh,
Oh
she's
my
in
God, she's
Assassination
she's
Classroom.
she's Katusha from Girls and Panzer. Oh my God, that's awesome.
There any
For
more main roles?
for reference, Katusha is this tiny Russian girl who is really funny. Oh, it looks like she's Ami from Sailor Moon, which I'm not sure if that's original, but that's crazy if she is. Um, Let me see if
It
there's
looks
like
like mainly minor roles.
mainly minor. Let's see if there's anything on my list. Um, well, oh my God, I didn't realize she's Kanata from Sora no Oto, but that's kind of a deeper cut. But yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Um,
So,
but yes, basically minor roles. Yes.
what did you like about Megu-chan?
Well, I uh, I wrote about this in my review, so I'll let you read that if you want to. No, I'm not. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, I'll read your
I
review.
this is the review. Sorry. No.
Listen to the podcast. I don't talk to you anymore. No, just kidding.
Oh man. Well, it kind of ties into the fact that I actually enjoyed her storyline with Kimari quite a bit. Um, because I will say the scene in which she like quote unquote like breaks up with Kimari as a friendship, it was kind of like shocking, and it was a bit like painfully realistic, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Like not even necessarily like realistic to me necessarily, but it was kind of something where it was like this just is something that would happen, and
Yeah.
it like this is not anime like tropes here. Like this is like a real like friendship like breaking type thing, and it was right before Kimari leaves, um, and for like a bit of context, basically Kimari is kind of wanting to go on this adventure, right? But her best friend and Osana Najimi is basically kind of holding her back a little bit and being a little bit of an asshole.
And spreading rumors.
And yes, and literally spreading rumors about her. Um, and when Kimari goes or is about to leave for her trip, Megu is like, "Hey, I need to be honest with you. Like, we need to break up as friends." Um, and at first, Kimari is confused, but Megu kind of like breaks down in that moment, and she's like, "Hey, like I'm the one, like, because she basically wants to hold her back because she wants to protect her, uh, quote
Mhm.
unquote, because she's always been like the person who's like been around her. Which, by the way, I'm sorry to keep referencing this, but K-On reference, bro. Nodoka Nodoka is Yui's best friend and like looks exactly like her and basically
Yeah.
does the exact same thing. Well, she's not an asshole to her, but she basically is the exact same role or like type of
Mhm.
character for her, which like crazy comparison there. But
So it's
Um,
basically K-On, but instead of music with Antarctica.
it's
Basically the same
K-On,
thing.
except for it's sad, and they go to Antarctica, and they don't play instruments. Um, but yeah, so I mean, Megu kind of breaks down in that moment, and she's like, "Hey, like I'm the one holding you back, and it's my fault, and so like we can't be friends anymore because because of what I've done, or kind of like how we're kind of changing." And I just kind of thought that was a really like mature and like I would say realistic example of like how friendships can turn out during adolescence. And I'm not trying to defend Megu, but I was just kind of impressed with that storyline, and also I like how it turned out because like in the end, like you see like Kimari's kind of like contacting her, and they are like they're still trying to kind of make it work, but you can tell that they're not fully like best friends again,
Yeah.
um, which I just found to be like a really like realistic point. But so that was kind of where like I kind of like appreciated her character and kind of liked that story.
Yeah, okay. I get that, okay. So I didn't hate her particularly. She
Hey,
like I
I
didn't hate her
understand
as a
if you
character,
do. She's not meant to be likable necessarily.
but she had no like real relevance for the plot. Like this entire show would have worked without her. Like yes, you would have had less conflicts in school, but they were also not necessary for the story. So I feel like Megu-chan as a character could have just been left out and it wouldn't have changed the story that much.
Mm,
That's why I said like she felt useless earlier.
yeah. Yeah, I would overall agree. I think if she was taken out and that plot line was taken out, it wouldn't affect anything too much. But one thing I do like about it is it kind of shows Kimari's growth a little bit because
Hmm.
at at first it shows Kimari sort of like we said at the beginning, like she can't even skip an episode of or skip an episode. she can't she can't she can't skip a day at school without Meguchan kind of looking at her and being like, "Oh, like I thought you were gonna go," and then, but it's because that Megu kind of doubts her and kind of says like, "Oh yeah, like you shouldn't be doing that because you're not that adventurous,"
Yeah.
um, and so basically, yeah, like I kind of like how it showed her growth in that way because she starts as this person who's kind of being controlled by Megu a little bit, but then
Hmm.
sort of overcomes that by the end and kind of says like, no, like I'm gonna go on my own adventure without you sort of protecting me, and
Yeah.
you kind of see like how that uh, causes them to develop. But yeah, I mean like ultimately that's a minor point, and you are right, like it wouldn't change a whole lot, and it kind of wastes a little bit of time, but.
And so I have one more thing, and then we're
Uno
basically done
más.
because we have animation left. And I have to
Animation.
say, I liked the animation. I was just sometimes confused why only the ship. The is it a ship or a boat?
Either. Uh,
Either.
but I did learn the German word for this in this case would be Schiff or uh how would it be?
Schiff.
Schiff. Okay, Schiff.
Schiff.
I got close. I got close.
Yeah. So only the ship and the helicopter were in
Are in 3D.
3D, and the
I
rest
knew
was
you were gonna
like
say that.
normal animation. I was so confused. But I didn't mind the
Yeah.
3D this time. Like this was all right. There are
Yeah.
other shows uh where it looks worse.
Yeah. I mean, this was obviously a kind of budget restraint because I mean, this was just a 13 episode, I believe, anime original. I apparently there it says manga right here before this, but I think it was the anime first. Um, but but yeah, so this was basically just an anime original that needed to get the point across, and I like I have no problems with 3D, so it didn't really affect me that much. But yeah, the ship and helicopter were in 3D completely. Um, but yeah,
So what do you have to say about the animation?
nothing. it
Good
was
then.
it was just lackluster, kind of basic animation. But you're not watching this for the animation.
Yeah,
It has its own charms, but
definitely. So this is kind of it.
kind of
Feels
it.
weird to end an episode after we had some plot heavier shows recently.
For sure, dude, for sure. And I'm actually really excited to hear your score because, um, like, you are somebody who does like adventures, and I'd like to think you like coming of age stories too. So I'm
Hmm.
really excited to see what you give this. But
Then
I guess without hesitation, I'll ask you first, Leon. Um, on a scale from 0 to 100, what do you rate Sora slash Uchu yorimo toi basho?
ah, this is a difficult. No, just kidding. I've had a lot of fun with this show. I mean, I didn't have too much time because I was busy with like exams and stuff, so I watched the entire thing in the past 4 days.
Oof.
I still enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to watch. Happy times, sad times. I cried one, two, three, four, too many times.
Oh my
Uh,
goodness.
so I had a lot of fun with this, and it wasn't really the like adventure exploring type I enjoy,
Yeah, uh-huh.
but it was an adventure and was a lot of fun to watch our four main characters to like work towards their dreams and well in the end achieve their goal and see Shirase like being like accepting that her mother is not around anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
So I ended up giving this a 85.
85. There we go. That's awesome.
But how about
Ye-
you? I mean, it was your first rewatch, if I remember correctly.
yes. I've seen it once before
Uh,
a long time ago, so.
so you kind of knew what to expect, but I still want to know, on a scale from 0 to 100 in steps of 5, what is your score for Sora yorimo tooi basho? Has it changed or did it stay the same?
Okay, so so I'll start with my expectations. No, I'm kidding. um So yeah, I also had a lot of fun with this show. It was really nice to revisit it. It felt like going back to a moment in my past, and I was able to get more out of it this time, and also just relate more to some of the characters because I was still in high school back when I watched this. Um, and so that was definitely a very that was a good point about this watch. And before I say my score, I want to say that it might seem low on the lower end of all the praise that we've given it, but honestly, I think that just comes down to the fact that it is a coming of age story, and that's not my like favorite genre necessarily. But at
Uh,
this like in the same breath, I have to say that I feel that it completely succeeds as a coming of age story, and I think that anyone can appreciate this show. And like I would recommend anyone watch it. And for that, I will give it a 70 out of 100.
Yay,
Um,
a 70. But that's a
it
good
is it
score anyway.
that yeah exactly like that is a good score for me because if I think about a 75, then I think okay, I just straight up liked it. And honestly, that's what it's close to. But there was just some slight plot points where I thought, or some slight pacing things where I thought it was a little boring in this moment. But other than that, it was completely enjoyable. Um, and so yeah, 70. I also wanted to add because you reminded me a second ago. I really enjoyed the final scenes where Shirase cuts her hair and
Yeah.
she makes the biggest smile that you've seen during the show, and she looks exactly like her mother in that scene, and
Hmm.
that's a really nice scene.
Yeah, dude,
It's
the
very sweet.
hair cutting was so hilarious during the show. Like when they were like in the bathtub, the four of them, and Kimani's like, "Oh no, I know how to cut hair. I
Yeah,
always do it myself." And the other three are like, "Oh, that's why
yeah, they were
her
like,
hair
that's why her
looks like
bangs are like that, because her bangs are all like jagged.
that."
Yeah, dude, that is too good.
Okay, so this is it for this Fortnite episode. I hope you had a lot of fun listening or yeah, listening to our yapping. I'm sometimes not sure if you can call it listening to us because we're talking so much weird stuff. But well, we'll now decide what to watch next, and then we'll hear us in a fortnight. Bye bye.
それじゃあ、バイねー。